coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on the team back at pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boom, boom, man. I appreciate the support. Let's go. Let's get it, TBP Nation. Stand up, man. We out here. We pushing that P. Positive energy all day, every day. Salute, salute, salute. They got this old thing on my face, man. A light on my face like that there, man. So, but we out here, man. Let there be light. They said, let there be light. Let me see. All right, let there be light. It's still a mark on my face. I don't know. Maybe I'm just ugly. Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, man, we out here, man. We pushing this P 24/7, 365. Big love to all my subscribers. Big love to all my members. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's go. Let's get it. TBP Nation, stand up, man. Let's go get this meet and greet. Let's go get it. Hype the video. Like the video. Leave a comment. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Straight up. Listen, man. Y'all be wondering how I whip that periodicity. This is why I learned how to whip that periodicity. I know how to cook a little bit when I went into prison, just being at home, and you had to whip sometime. My mom worked, swing shifts, this, that, and the third. So when you go to prison though, you better know how to cook. And I'm gonna tell you why you better know how to cook, because it might save your life. Bro, they be poisoning jokers in prison, man. Dudes be poisoning jokers in prison. Dudes be doing crazy stuff in prison to the food. And you will never know what you eating if you eat somebody else's food. Now, you got a lot of dudes in there that make their hustle. A lot of dudes in there make their hustle off of, cooking food and selling food. But you got to know who you getting your food from, and you got to know what's going on, because a dude can be secretly hating on you, man. And they'll plot on you, and they'll put stuff in your food, man. Dudes was, man, listen, they got these, they used to have a yard crew out there to go out there and cut the grass and do all that type of stuff. They had to keep it cut because they had like mushrooms and stuff that would be growing on the yard. But these mushrooms that grow on the yard, these joints is poisonous. These joints will kill you. You know what I'm saying? So you had dudes that would go out there and pluck them joints up, man, and wrap them up. And man, jokers was diabolical, boy. They'll chop a little piece of that stuff up, put it in your meal, give you a little meal, give you a little bowl or something, man. They got that stuff in there all the time. They plotting to get you. They might take it and give it to somebody else to get to you. And the main case I remember like that was some white boys. White boys be diabolical too. Like, they might not want to go at you straight with the Bethlehem. They won't get rid of you. They'll go another route. So the white boys supposed to have made up a little meal, and they put a little something special in there for the little dude they ain't like. And they gave it to him, so it don't look like, somebody he accepted from. He took that joint, man, and about 3 days later, bro, he was throwing up violently throwing up. You know what I'm saying? They had to come get him. They had to medevac him out there, man, and he almost went away from here. And that reminded me, when I go back to that dude that I was locked up with named Self, and one of the white boys was betting him. They had the little mushrooms out there, and they was betting people they wouldn't eat it. And Self just took it and ate it because he was betting them a couple of cottons of cigarettes. And he took it and ate it like it won't nothing, took the cigarettes. He ate that joint straight raw dog, and turn around and go to the next meal, and got up in there, man. He started pooping on himself, throwing up violently. They had to come get him and rush him up out of that joint, and he almost died. I ran into him a couple of years later on Mecklenburg, and he told me the story about how he almost died. He said, man, I was up in there, and I could hear the doctor telling the nurse, keep a good eye on him. He might not make it through the night. He said, man, he almost died, man. He said he stayed in the hospital for weeks, man, because that's how potent that stuff is. So you got dudes in there that'll do that, man. They'll slide something on you, and you wouldn't know where it came from. You wouldn't know if it's them. You wouldn't know what you got sick from. You ain't gonna know because you're not thinking on that level, but they thinking on that level. You know what I'm saying? So this was one of the reasons too that I stopped eating, you know what I'm saying, in the kitchen, and I stopped eating people food that they make. I had to learn how to make my own, trial and error, you know, mess up a lot of meals, but you know what I'm saying, at least you know what you're cooking, you know what you're eating. You got dudes that been caught in the kitchen, you know, they got HIV, got hepatitis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and them jokers be then got caught up in there putting blood all in the food. Yeah, man, crazy, nasty, disgusting Bammers, dog. They got caught doing that. You got dudes that got caught masturbating in the food. You got dudes that, man, I'm telling you, bro, it's diabolical in there. It is crazy. So you got to learn how to cook. You got to learn how to make your own food, bro, because you cannot trust no dude in the penitentiary to be making your food because you do not know what you're eating. You do not. And dudes will try to get you slow. They'll try to get you slow. That's like with the wine. Them dudes will take and put, you know what I'm saying, bleach in the wine. And you'll drink that, man, and next thing you know, you get violently sick and you don't even, you know what I'm saying, you don't know what's going on. So, man, you got to be careful in there when it comes to that type of stuff, man. And then they had these chase closets. You know what I'm saying? The closets where like, I don't know, the heater pipe and all that stuff be in. So they used to have, you know, they got mice and all that stuff in prison. You know what I'm saying? So they'll put the little mice traps in there. They got them little pebbles in there, but that's poison for the rats. Man, dudes will get in there and steal that stuff, man, and put it in a bag and bring it back, smash it all up and sprinkle it in your meal. Sprinkle it in your meal, bro. You can't even turn around and leave your food. If you leave your food out on the table or something like that, or you leave it unattended for a little while, or your coffee unattended and walk away, man, you taking a chance with your life. You taking a chance with your life. Joker walk by, man, and just like they roofing you, them girls in the club or something, and drop a little bit of that in your coffee, man, and stir it up and walk away, man. And walk away, man. Or you leave your bowl down there and you done fix a bowl pizza, a bowl shot, a bowl meal or something, and you leave. And man, they'll sprinkle it on there, man. You make them little, you know, nice little honey buns and everything, put your peanut butter on it, put your little sprinkles all on top, and you leave that unattended and walk away, they'll sprinkle that little rat poison on it too. And you think you eating the same thing you just made. Till the next thing you know, you sick as a dog and they trying to get you on a helicopter to get you to the, you know what I'm saying, the emergency room or something to pump your stomach, man. You know, because they not equipped to deal with that type of stuff. They not equipped to deal with that in the prison, so you waiting on somebody to get you to a hospital, and you might not get there in time. Because they might misdiagnose you and not know what's going on because they not expecting you to be poisoned. Shh, man, you think I was eating somebody's food? No, sir. That's why I understood Coffee Keith. Like I told you, Coffee Keith is not gonna eat nobody's food. He barely will eat the food that I make. Only way he'll eat the food that I make if he sit there and watch me make it from beginning to the end, and then I say, you want some? Here go a bowl. He might take that. But if I went out in the pod and made it or did whatever, he just not doing it. He not gonna eat nobody food. So many people that gave Keith because they be trying to look out for him because he older, he a homeboy or something. All the Richmond dudes make big meals together. And they'll say, man, get Keith a bowl, man. They'll fix a bowl and give it to him. And he be like, I'm all right. They be like, man, take the bowl, man. We never go ahead and take the bowl because they know he be messing off his money, jacking off his money just to drink coffee. So they'll give him something to eat. They look out for him. Man, he'll get that joint. He'll take it. All right, thank you. He'll get up in the cell and he'll be up in that joint like this. You want this? He's like, nah, keep up good, man. They gave you the food, eat the food. Nah, I ain't eating it, man. I ain't lying to you. I ain't eating, man. I can't eat nobody's food, man. I ain't eating. I said, man, them your homeboys, Keith. Nah, I ain't eating it, man. You gonna eat it? Nah, I ain't gonna eat it, Keith. I don't want it. He'll throw it right in the trash can. Go right back out in the park, dude. Say, man, you eat all the food, man. Bring the bowl back. He said, oh, yeah. I got the bowl in the cell. I got it. Yeah, that's good, too. It was good. It was good. Touch it. It's in the trash right in our cell. You dig? He not gonna eat it, man. And that's a good move. You know what I'm saying? That is a good move. That is good, you know what I'm saying, thinking because You don't know what's on somebody's mind. You don't know what they got going on, man. And then dudes be mad. They find out they get sick, or dudes be shooting dope or something, get, hepatitis or get HIV or something. They mad with the world, and they'll put it in your food, man. They'll put it in your drink. You know what I'm saying? They want you to get it because they got it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be aware of these type of things, bro. I'm telling you, man, it's a diabolical world in that prison, man. They will poison you, though. And I remember when I was in the wall, man, and I heard, and I didn't comprehend at the time, but I heard the dude, they had found the dude sitting on the toilet like this, just slumped over when they was counting, and they kept asking him, get up, get up, get up. He wouldn't move, and they went in there and got him, and he was dead on the toilet, and they found out he had been poisoned. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he poisoned himself or somebody else poisoned, but he definitely died from being poisoned. You know what I'm saying? I heard it was because somebody gave him some drink. You know what I'm saying? Some of that good Jerry wine, some of that good steel meal, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But he had drunk some, and dudes had, you know what I'm saying, laced him up. You know what I'm saying? Laced them up, man. So, and the same thing, they'll get you with the dope. Them dudes will put that rat poison in that dope, man. If they know you're a dope fiend, they'll put that rat poison in that dope, and they'll sell you that dope, or they'll go buy the dope from another joker that got the dope, and they'll lace it up, and then they'll turn around and give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Or give it to somebody else to sell to you for a low price, knowing that you will buy because the price is lower. You out of here, bro. You out of here, bro. You out of here. Trust no one in prison, bro. I'm telling you, that is the rule. Trust no one, especially with anything that you got to put inside your body. Food, drink, anything that you got to put in your body. Trust nobody in prison, bro. Because you don't know who hating on you, and you don't know the angles they're going to take. They may not feel like they can go at you straight up. They may not feel like that, but they can plot on you. They can, you know what I'm saying? They can come at you in a different way. And you eat something, bro, and you get sick, you can't even really point the finger to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You can say it, but who can prove it? You know? Dangerous stuff, man, in there, man. So I started learning how to cook, man, and I was messing up a lot of food, man, but I was just trying, and I was just going by what I thought looked good and mixed together, and then I had to get my seasoning and stuff right, and how to do this and how to do that. You gotta learn, and you gotta think all these young dudes out here right now that's been living at home with their mama and daddy, and they out here want to be gang banging and carjacking and pistol toting and popping pistols in it and get locked up and don't even know how to take care of themselves. They even gonna be a tray monster eating that garbage in the kitchen, which I told you, you don't know who working back there. They got everybody working back there. They got boys working back there. They got dirty, dusty jokers working back there. You don't know what you eating, bro. You don't know what you eating, and you don't know who preparing that food. Look at you got Jake the Fake be working back there, man. Jake smell like a dog. Jake go get in that shower every blue moon. You heard me? Every blue moon. But even when he get in there, he still look like he stink. He still look like he stink. Knotty beard, knotty hair, fat. You know what I'm saying? Walk like the penguin. He got all the plugs in the food. Only thing I'm gonna get from Jake is stuff that can't be really, and you can't be sure about that. It's like potatoes. I get potatoes from raw potatoes or raw eggs. I don't want no egg sandwiches. I don't want no chicken sandwiches. I don't want that type of stuff from Jake. I want the raw stuff to get the potatoes, to get the jerry, to make the wine. You know what I'm saying? You got to be intricate to do something to the potato. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to inject the potato or something. The egg, he can't do nothing to it if it's a raw egg. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying no egg and toast sandwich from Jake, man. Hey, Jake be bringing that junk back all up under his arm, all up in between his big thighs, rubbing together, stuffed all down in his crotch. He might tape, he's so fat, he might tape 20 sandwiches around his belly with saran wrap. You know what I'm saying? So when he come out, he good. He get back and, man, the sandwiches smashed off. That's how hungry jokers be. They gonna buy it though, cause it's something different. Because they'll get in that kitchen and they'll make, you know, bacon, egg, and cheese on toast sandwiches, real cheeseburgers that they done stole from the staff kitchen. Cheeseburgers with onions on it and lettuce, tomatoes, and all of that type of stuff that we can't have. So dudes gonna buy it. When they bring that bird out there, that bird, they gonna fight over that bird. If he sell it all to somebody before somebody else can get it, they gonna fight over it. But he got the opportunity to poison you if he want to. He could give this specific sandwich to somebody that he don't like, somebody that's been snatching with him, somebody that he, you know what I'm saying? It's just too much room for error. You know what I'm saying? It's too much room for error. But I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you and say like I ain't never bought no food or I ain't never had a kitchen man, but I know who it is. I know you know what I'm saying, I got a good rapport with him. I ain't never had no issue with him. You know what I'm saying? I weigh out the odds. But I'm not just gonna eat anybody's stuff, bro. I'm not gonna do that. Not in prison, because I value my health. If you lose your health in prison, you can lose your life. Because dudes don't care that you sick. Dudes don't care that you messed up. That's when the wolves gonna come out and they gonna be on you. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about that. They gonna think about, hey, Joker, you ever beat up? Every time you ever got smart, every time you ever screamed on them, every time you ever raised up, man, they gonna be on you, bro. They gonna be on you, man. They want you to get weak. They want you to be hurt. Man, you know how many dudes I seen get beat up and tried when they had a broken arm or was on crutches and broke their ankle or broke their leg. Man, dudes will come at them that they wouldn't even think about coming at them at first. Man, I seen dudes get whooped because they on crutches. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no mercy. They don't care nothing about that, man. So, yeah, man, you got to take care of yourself. You got to be on point, man. And food is probably the easiest way to get you without getting a case. Because ain't nobody going to be able to say that you did it. Ain't nobody going to be able to prove that you did it. You might know because of who you got the food from, but chances are you going to the hospital, and by the time you get out, they probably put you somewhere else. So you probably don't even run into that person no more. You see what I'm saying? So, nah, man, I couldn't do that, man. That's why I cook my own food. That's how I became a master chef. That's how I became a master chef. Strong whip on, cause I ain't trust nobody making my food. I won't going out like that, you know. And you got dudes man, you know how many dudes in penitentiary got hepatitis? That come from the food. It come from the food. A lot of it come from the food. A lot of it come from the conditions and stuff in there. A lot of it come from dudes getting tattoos with dirty needles and stuff like that. But that food, man, that food, you got hepatitis, it's contagious. Them dudes be working with that stuff back there in the kitchen, man. They be working. Don't know street people that come in work in the kitchen. Them kitchen supervisors, don't let them cook their food. The prisoners cook their food. That's who cook that food. That's who handle that food. See what I'm saying? So dude can fix your specific tray up. They can see where you at in the line and count the knife, dude. And they'll put the knife tray where they done gave you something that they want you to have. They done gave you something that they want you to have. You get that tray, you thinking I'm eating in the kitchen, I'm good. Nah, you ain't good. You ain't good because you don't know who back there on that line. It's the dude that you don't like. Dude don't like you. And he count them trays. Just like when they bring the trays to the building, they lined up in there. They know dudes can do the math to that, man. It's okay, they're gonna start on the bottom. It's 48 cells. He can't say a 9. And they'll position the trays, say a 9. He got you. He got you. And you don't even know how you got it because you just ate steak tray. He got you. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, is that diabolical in there? Is that scheming in there? Is that, you know what I'm saying, crazy, man? So you got to watch what you eat up in that joint, man. You got to know how to fix your own food and make your own. You got to have some support, or you got to have a hustle to make, and you keep some food in your box. You know, I mean, you can't tell what you eating, but you know, you opening everything. You opening it. You fixing it yourself. That's the best chances you got, bro. That's the best chances you got. I'm telling you, man, there's dudes in there that went from 240 pounds, 250 strong, and they got sick messing with food. And next time you see them, they weighing a $120, $125, looking like a skeleton. Looking like a skeleton. Yeah, because they ate the wrong thing from the wrong person. No, sirree. I couldn't do it. Nah, man. So, yeah, that's a whole nother form of a weapon in penitentiary, man, is the food, man. Plot on somebody's food, you can get them. You can get them like that too, man. So, got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. But the number one way to stay safe from all this is just don't go to prison. Don't go to prison. Stay at home. Eat what you eat out here. Although the food you going to the fast food restaurants out here, ain't no telling what's going on in there neither. So you might need to be making your food at home as well. So either or, but don't go to prison, man, because it's 1,000 ways to get you, man. 1,000 ways to get you, and only one way that they can't get you. And that is if you just survive and make it to the end of the game, man. Y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Big love, TBP Nation. I appreciate y'all. Let's go. Let's get it. We on the road to 150K. We on the road to a meet and greet. Let's get it. Merch on the way. Book on the way. Ideas on the way. Where you at? You with me? Talk to me.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure delicious.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.